Welcome to The Short Score, your weekly update of roping news from around the industry, where you can find the latest on the sport from the pro rodeo ranks to the jackpot world. I'm Taylor Vollen, and I'm your host. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Vegas episode of The Short Score. You already know and love this team because you heard from them last night. Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorp won another go-round of the 2024 NFR, picking up the round 2 win with yet again a 3.7 second run. They pocketed another $33,687 to extend that world standings lead, which they took last night after round 1. Chelsea Schaefer caught up with them in the press room after their run in this episode of The Short Score, presented by Professional's Choice. This episode is brought to you by Professional's Choice. We all want our horses to be comfortable and cool, and that is exactly what the new 2X Cool cinch by Professional's Choice promises. The revolutionary 2X Cool technology is featured in this contoured cinch, which not only allows for free movement, but its wicks also sweat from the horse's belly to keep them cool and comfortable. The liner of the cinch also features a triple chill effect technology using cooling minerals to instantly and continuously absorb heat and wick moisture. Add a silicone honeycomb soft grip overlay to keep your saddle in place, and you've got the 2X Cool cinch. At Professional's Choice, the more comfortable the horse, the better their performance.
Eight teams have caught 2.
What are you looking at, Wesley, when you look at it?
When I look at it, I don't look at it as I just look at it from like a fan's perspective, like who's doing what's gotten done. I don't really get caught up in like the spread or anything, because like literally one bad round didn't have one good round, and then a different spot in the average, it's a whole new ball game. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even in round 10, the average in the round plays such a factor that like most of everything gets done then, no matter how good of a lead or not you have. So it's
with
like
the average paying that much, it's going to be worse this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's rope the steer, complete the course, and see where it falls. But I don't mind looking at it along the way, just because it's fun to look at it from just an outside perspective. But as far as like a personal, I don't get too caught up in it.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I'm nervous as hell.
I mean, this is, you guys talked about this today on the show, and this is obvious, but like, how telling is it that you two are both on the horses of the year, first 2 rounds of the NFR? Like, Spur had to work pretty hard tonight.
Yeah, I didn't do Spur any justice today. I don't know what I was doing. The steer had fought the shoot in the run through, and then I didn't pull on him hard enough in the box. And when you pull hard, you leave hard. You don't pull hard enough, and he leaves average. And I knew that steer freaking hauled butt, and I should have had a little more grasp on him, so he left a little sharper, and that's why I was late. But It's kind of cool to know him good enough to know that, like, in a way he messed up, but that was my fault. Because, You know what I mean? And I just need to get a better go, and it'll make it a lot easier, because usually you just kind of take 2 swings, and it's pretty smooth in here, and you're not too far away. But that one was risky.
Yeah, it was a little scary.
And I think that him having such a good heel horse and heeling the way he does, like, not many people would have gotten that spot that he did to heel him that fast. You could have got somebody's shorts pretty easy on a slower heel horse.
And you got up around, or you start at further toward the front of the box.
I've been going towards the front. He just gets a little bit excited in there. Not bad, just moves around. And I just don't – he's fast enough to get there. I just don't want to be at the back of the box if there's a delay. So I've been going at the middle and then just not panicking. Like, just get gone as soon as he nods. At the top of his nod, get gone, get a little width. And it's still hard enough here to get around these steers, because – like, that steer was so sharp, and I got pretty far to the end of it, but I still wasn't I wasn't waiting on the steer. When he headed him, I was just getting to somewhat close to position, and then he keeps his shoulders up good and goes another stride further, lets me get to the end of the corner, but I wasn't what I would consider all the way around the steer. But he is, forgiving when I place my loop, but when I dally, like, he is running backwards, like he finishes the runoff.
Yeah.
So just like here, I think it's such a fine line. It's within tenths of everything, whether it's first, fourth, sixth, 2, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7. It's a difference of a tenth. So if the horse finishes and cuts off a tenth or 2 here and there, I think it's over the long, course of 10 rounds, it makes up a difference.
Did you see anybody else go?
I watched Driggers go. He was a team before me, and I think he hit the panel. I'm not sure, but it looked like bad luck. You don't see Caleb Driggers make mistakes hardly ever. Like, he's a hell of a person to follow because you always kind of want to do what he does. I think it's just a bad luck deal tonight.
Yeah, talk about the order. Like, Dustin and Levi are right after. You're going to go after you every single night. How much does, like, seeing the team that you are most neck and neck with affect your performance? Or have you ever had that experience where it has?
Last year, to me, was the worst because Driggers and Junior had one of the last 2 years, one of the greatest teams to ever team rope, and I don't see myself quite as good as them. And when we got to go last because combined money we had more, and they go in, like, the first round, they're like 4-3, and we're 6. And then the second round, they're like 4-something. And I broke the barrier, and it's like you're trying to. It's like you're trying to tame the dragon.
Like they weren't. I mean, they weren't. There was no bobbles. It looked like if they wanted to speed up a little, they could. If they wanted to slow down, they could. If they wanted to keep doing what they're doing, they could. And
I hated it, but I loved it at the same time because it doesn't get any tougher than that. Like not from the competition, the pressure, all of it. Like, you're in the biggest stage possible with the best team going before you every night, and you're neck and neck. Like, when we got through that, I'm like, okay, now we can do whatever we need to do. But that was the most pressure I ever felt. And then this year, Dustin's after me, and you are never going to beat Dustin when he does his deals. So I just kind of stay in my own lane when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Got to outlast.
We got to outlast.
Yeah.